This is awkward. Uh,
Oh, Gentleman Without a Handkerchief?
Plot twist. That's kind of fun.
There's atmospheric, and then there's a David Lynchian nightmare.
Ooh. Oh no!
Oh, walking into queer hell.
We're gonna have so much fun this summer. Hello, and welcome to The Queer Gaze, where we react to LGBTQ plus media from every country and every decade. I'm Joe.
And I'm Conrad. For this season, we're reacting to gay coming-of-age films, complete with nuanced discussion of queer representation and issues.
You can support the show and get access to extra content and full, unedited videos over on Patreon.
And you can follow us on social media at The Queer Gaze.
Okay, so Conrad, we're back with another film, and you have cued me that this is a sporting movie.
It is, yes. I'm hoping that you'll enjoy it. This is from Germany, 2004, and it's called Summerstorm or Summerstorm. Not sure how you would pronounce that. It's the second full-length feature film of the director Marco Kreuzpaintner, written by the director and Thomas Barman, and it stars Robert Stadlober, Kostja, Ullmann, I'm pronouncing all of these wrong, Alicia Backlida-Kuras, and Miriam Morgenstern. Fairly confident about that one.
Okay. You know what? I think you actually did quite well, or you faked it admirably.
Yeah, I'm just a big faker. That's what it is.
All right. Well, without further ado, let's meet our gaze.
Okay. So where are you on rowing? Is that one of your many sports?
No, it's actually one that I have very little experience with, though I do have a fondness for queer films that involve sports. I feel like we talked about this when we talked about the British one that I thought was going to be about soccer.
Oh, right. Beautiful Thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, isn't there one called In From the Side or something like that?
There is, yes. That's a rugby film from just a couple of years ago.
Yeah, sounds painful.
So you've seen this film before, right?
I have, yeah. So this was around about the time that I discovered the Peccadillo Pictures label on DVD in the UK, which tended to feature LGBTQ movies.
Right. Yeah.
And this was one of those.
Do you remember much about it?
I don't, except I remember thinking that it's pretty much a standard coming of age, coming out of the closet type drama.
Okay.
There's a steamy scene in the middle, I seem to remember.
Oh, nice. Okay. I will confess that I'm actually a big fan of German films. It's my second favorite national cinema after South Korea.
Any particular favorites?
Of course, now that I'm on the spot, I can't think of a single one. But
No,
yeah, there's some good ones by, I can't remember the director's first name, but his last name is Petzold. He does like Transit and a couple of other ones. Works with Nina Haas a lot. All right, so what have we got going on screen here? It's a lot of bouncing boys.
Oh, yes. Enjoying our youthful bodies and working knees.
Yes. So this is interesting. If I'm reading between the lines, this is suggesting to me that we're going to have another youthful experimentation between childhood friends.
Yes, or teammates. Or
Right.
possibly an unrequited situation.
Mhm. All classics.
Jetzt mal bitte ruhig, ich muss konstant 140 hinbekommen. Wie kannst du dich denn jetzt auf deinen Puls besser konzentrieren, wenn du kurz davor bist und endlich mal ran darfst bei Sandra? Alles zu seiner Zeit. Oh ja, er ist ja so vernünftig. Unser Achim, sehen Sie sich an, meine Damen und Herren, ein Replikant der Spitzenklasse. Ein unglaublich guter Läufer und ein unglaublich guter Liebhaber.
Teenage boys talking about sex, which I've clearly never had. Oh, ouch.
That was pretty squelchy.
Good Foley work, yeah. I mean, yeah, he's down for the count, kids.
Yeah, he's face first in a puddle like Ash in Evil Dead.
Like, hello?
I'm not sure twisting his head's a good idea. The good old fake out.
I mean, he got us too, so dedication to the bit, A+.
Es geht nicht, dass jeden Tag spät kommt. Da können wir gleich daheim bleiben.
Ich hab doch nur
Nix
vergessen...
möchte hören. Ein bisschen Disziplin muss schon sein. Ich fahr doch mit euch nicht auf ins Bergische Land, dass ich mich blamier.
Wait, it's summer camp and he's having this kind of outrage? Sir. So I said I like sports movies, but I don't like this kind of character.
There's always that kind of character, though, isn't there?
Yeah, just the strict disciplinarian. Just, I don't have any patience for them.
Von ihr hinten jetzt wieder auswischen. Wollt euch ein Probi. Supermodel, Kostis Lapa.
Have you ever done any rowing?
I haven't, no. And I'm in Cambridge. It's just, it's wrong, isn't it?
I was gonna say, shouldn't it be in your blood?
It should, really. I watch the boat race every year. Oh, my.
Oh. Just a bit
That
of tits
never
out.
features.
Okay.
Oh, and there they are again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, their rhythm's gone completely to pot at this point.
Die tropft wie ein Kieslaster. Schau, jetzt hör mal auf mit deinen Baustellen sitzen. Das wird sowas von geil. Das haben wir jetzt die ganze Woche über im Rudercamp. Ich meine auch die Berliner Weibermannschaft.
Yeah, because a group of actual women is going to want anything to do with these teenage boys.
Oh, yeah. They just want pneumatic, inexperienced people that last 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Who doesn't love jackrabbit sex? So how old do you think these boys are? 13? 14?
Oh, I was hoping that they were more towards 16, 17.
I've actually found, so you work at a university. I used to work at a university, and I found that my capacity to judge people's ages were completely thwarted because they just looked younger every year.
Yeah. Whenever I attend Freshers' Fair, I always think they get younger every year, and I look at them and think, surely you're not old enough to be let out on your own.
Exactly.
Oh my.
Here we go. The usual roughhousing. Wait, what's going on here?
One of them has a 50-50.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
They're just very comfortable with each other, apparently.
Apparently so.
Warmer Frauenkörper.
No, he's going to get a bit soft on that, I think.
So I have never done this. I have never, like, unless I was aiming to hook up with a person, I never did this.
No, I'm not sure how common it really is. It's like all these rumors of biscuit-related games.
Mein Bruder Schorschi hat mir was versprochen. Gell, Schorschi? Der Pokal muss her. Und da habe ich mich nicht lumpen lassen und habe zum Vereinsjubiläum ein paar Reisetaschen gesponsert. Landmaschinengruber, hart am Ruder.
It's a nice looking bag.
Corporate sponsorship already.
Mm-hmm. It's one way to get your son on the team. Buy everybody expensive looking leather bags.
'Twas ever thus.
This is either how the Ponzi scheme or the the embezzling scheme begins. Oh, Shorshi.
Oh dear, this is a classic case of mistaken eyeline.
But I love that his friend didn't even notice.
No, completely oblivious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we didn't get the comedy headbang.
I expected that as well, but I think it would have disrupted the music and been too obvious.
Wahnsinn, du siehst ja, das ist komisches, bestimmtes Licht heute, weil... Nein, das ist natürlich nicht, also... Ich meine, du siehst auch...
Oh god, I'm dying of cringe. I hate it.
Oh
Stop
no.
talking.
Stop digging.
Und sonst?
This is why people say to me, don't you ever wish you were young again? And I just think, God, no.
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 So awkward. Didn't know who you were, what you were doing.
Awful.
I mean, still don't, but
Well,
with more confidence.
yeah, but with fewer fucks to give, which is
Exactly.
nice.
Beim Stereokegeln ist es total wichtig, dass wir komplett synchron sind. Wie beim Rudern. Ritsch und zack und ritsch und zack.
Are they drunk?
Definitely drunk. Is it just me, or does our lead boy constantly look like he's kind of sweating or damp?
Yeah, he lives in a permanent state of perspiration.
Jetzt nochmal. Ritsch und zack. Okay. Und ritsch und
I call bullshit. We saw them throw it, and there was a cut. I don't buy it.
Nächsten Sommer fahren wir richtig los. Nur wir beide allein.
Und wohin?
Interrail. Quer durch Europa.
I love this. His friend is so oblivious. He's like, I'm leaning in very closely because I want to kiss you. And sure, she's just like, we're going to have so much fun this summer.
Ich dachte mal, weil du und Sandra...
Und du und Anke?
Ja, wenn du und Sandra und ich und Anke... Ja, wenn wir so richtig zusammen sind, dann...
Pesky
ist
women.
doch vorbei, oder?
Warum das denn?
So
Doch, das ist
dour.
anders.
Findest du auch?
That is one of the things I like about coming of age narratives, though. I mean, we can talk about hormones and bad decision making, but everything feels like life or death stakes. Like the idea that your best friend might start dating somebody and then they might forget a little bit about you. It's the end of the world.
Yeah, everything is.
Da ist doch nichts mit Anke, oder?
Scheiße, ja.
Sag bloß, ihr habt schon miteinander.
Not reading the room.
Du
Nope.
sagst mir's jetzt so ganz lässig nebenbei? Du alte Sau!
But it leads to more horseplay, so I guess he gets what he wants.
War's denn schön?
This is not a good idea.
Uh,
In Wirklichkeit...
I'm sure Anka is going to have something to say about all this when it comes out.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. Is there a fire?
Just a very atmospheric dance.
There's atmospheric, and then there's a David Lynchian nightmare.
If anybody produces a blue key, we know we're in trouble.
Oh, yeah. Smile.
Can't, Conrad. He's heartbroken. Oof. High school dances, though. Ew.
See, this isn't set in the 80s, and yet they're playing a Frankie Goes to Hollywood song from the 80s, which is interesting.
I mean, you said 2004, but honestly, this feels nebulous in terms of time. This could be 80s, 90s, 2000s.
Yeah, it could, and being Germany, it's always a little bit behind culturally.
There is that, too. Oh, kissing with the eyes open. Are they at a train station?
It's a theme, I tell you, it's a theme.
I mean, transportation in general is often a big thing because it suggests a kind of liminality, right? Like you're moving from one place to another and it's going to tie into big life changes.
Yeah, it's an adventure. Did he bring his guitar?
God, I hope not. Oh, so he's not sitting with his friend. How sad. Oh, here we go. Is it about to come out already?
Du, das mit dir und Tobi finde ich echt super. Also, dass ihr schon zusammen...
No.
Hey, ich meine... Ich finde, ihr passt echt gut zusammen.
Nice cover up.
Naja, dann...
Wait, when is that ever a good topic of conversation?
Yeah. Like, you don't know this person. Why are you talking about their sex life?
Congratulations on the sex life.
But it's such a teen thing to do, right? Where you're always comparing, like, oh, how far have you gotten? What's going on with you?
Yeah, the whole first, second, third base thing. I could never figure out what the bases were.
No, well, they change for everybody. Okay, so I'm calling it now. By the conventions of queer coming of age, particularly sporting films, Toby will discover, of course, that his best friend is not queer, but that one of
Yes.
the other boys on the team is.
Okay. That's your hard lock for what's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's kind of like looking for the murderer in a murder mystery movie. Who's the kid that's hiding in plain sight who's actually queer?
Indeed. And it's usually like the kind of nice, sensitive person who's been hanging around the periphery the whole time, like listening in, just waiting.
Die Zeltplätze sind getrennt voneinander, so kann jede Mannschaft ungestört von den anderen trainieren. Sie wissen ja schon wo. Die Sachsengruppe
Anwesend.
im Westen,
Ost. Ah, okay.
die Kölner und die Duisburger Mannschaft im Süden und die Berliner Gruppe.
RC Querschlag.
Da muss ich jetzt nochmal nachfragen. Ich meine, sie sind auf der anderen Seite.
Oh, look at her. She's fantastic.
Noch Fragen?
Ist das alles, was die Maschine hergibt?
That woman's disdain for him making that request was great.
Yes.
Hey Tobi, da drüben ist eine katholische Sachsengruppe. Eine reine Weibermannschaft.
Muss schon Mädels sagen, wenn du da abschleppen willst, George.
Hey, die haben solche Ohren. Ich will bloß gern wissen, wo die Berlinerinnen bleiben.
Den Jürgen mögen, hm?
Was? Hey, Ferdel, das ist totales Baustellenniveau. Dass du das nicht checkst.
Lernfähig, George.
I mean, I think he's suggesting he does get a grip.
Sandra hat recht. Der Platz bei euch ist viel schöner. Da sieht man besser aufs Wasser.
Oh, this poor girl.
Ja, schade, weil Martin und Flasche gerade ihr Zelt hier aufbauen wollten.
Oh, Toby.
Ach so. Ist ja egal. Da hinten ist es ja auch.
This is awful.
Yikes.
I'd rather not have any female energy here because I am trying to fuck my best friend.
Hilfe, was ist denn los? Das ist ja unser Pferd.
Was ist denn los mit dem?
Keine Ahnung. Er saß im Baum und hat total geflennt. Wir wollten ihn mitnehmen, da hat er so die Panik gekriegt, dass er kurz ohnmächtig geworden ist.
Das hört sich gar nicht gut an. Lass uns mal nachschauen.
Okay, wer hilft? Braucht 3 Leute. Du?
Ja, Achim, los!
Is this some kind of prank?
Bitte nicht.
Does he just have a heart on?
Haut eingeklemmt.
Hei, hei.
Oh no!
Oh.
That is rough.
Wir suchen den Typen, der sich bei den Duschen im Schiff versteckt hat. Und guck mal, das ist er doch, oder? Klar ist er das, die Sau.
I love how he's just a public spectacle. Leave him out in the open. Let everybody have a good look.
Yeah.
Also, I do love that one douchey team, like this guy, his shirt just says queer schlag, which I'm sure means something in German, but, you know, it's funny.
Oh, they're a queer team.
Maybe. They're giving off queer energy, aren't they?
Nee, wieso? Na, weil quer schreibt man doch mit einem E, oder?
Ja, schon, quer schon, aber nicht queer, das ist Englisch mit Doppel-E.
Ach so.
Wird auch oft mit seltsam oder sonderbar übersetzt.
Seltsamer Schlag ist aber auch ein komischer Name für eine Mannschaft.
Nee, queer heißt schwul.
So wait, they are a whole team of gay men?
Hast eine ganze Mannschaft alles tucken?
Plot twist, that's kind of fun.
Welches ist denn dein Zelt, Süßer?
So, Jungs, wir sind
Immediately feeling threatened.
Mm-hmm. Oh, delicate little toxic masculinity.
Oh, yeah. Because, of course, all gay men find all straight men wildly attractive.
Naturally, yes.
Irresistible.
I mean, I will confess I've known a couple of gay men who do actively pursue straight men because they like the challenge, they like the thrill. Never really gotten into it, though. It's like, why would you waste your time going after people who don't have any interest in you when you could go after people who probably do?
Bin ich froh, dass sie ihr Lager dort drüben haben. Ist eine gute Idee, die abzusondern.
Oh Mann, Georg, du hast echt ein Problem.
Was denn? Hinter dir sind sie ja nicht her.
Aber dich finden sie unheimlich toll, oder wie?
Anscheinend. Kann ich verstehen. Chance auf Oberwasser.
This delusional kid.
Hast du nicht mitbekommen vorhin?
Findest das mit den Schwulis doch auch scheiße, oder?
Kam ein bisschen überraschend, würde ich sagen. Wir hätten ja irgendwas sagen können.
Oder sich rosa Winkel an die Jacke nähen.
Oh.
Sag mal, bist du jetzt im Hilfskomitee für schwule Ruderer oder was?
Mir sind die wurscht. Ein paar Frauen wären cool gewesen. Joshi hat doch Berliner
This
Mörder.
obsession with big-breasted German women.
Tolles Zeltlager. Sprüh
Die meiste Panik vor Schwulen haben, sind es meistens selber.
Sag mal, spinne ich jetzt komplett oder was? Bin ich jetzt ein Homo, nur weil ich keinen Bock auf euer scheiß Gelaber habe?
Oh, the old protest too much argument.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out, because I don't always love it when films make antagonists secretly queer, because it suggests, oh, well, there are people who are just hiding things and that's why they behave badly. And it's like, no, there's actually plenty of people who are not queer and they just react badly to queers.
Yeah.
But sometimes it is internalized homophobia, so.
Yeah, it does feel like an overused trope, though.
It's very popular in teen films as well, so.
Hast du den Eindruck, Tobi steht auf mich? Wenn du uns so siehst miteinander?
Ich glaube, dass einfach jeder andere seine Art wäre.
I'm actually intrigued that there's women on their team, like it's a co-ed team, because I think that does change the dynamics. I went into the movie thinking it was just going to be all men.
Ich will ja mit ihm schlafen. Prinzipiell habe ich nichts dagegen.
Nein, ich meine das andere. Was habe ich schon?
Wieso? Warst du nicht gut, als ihr miteinander
Oh
geschlafen
no.
Wer hat mit wem geschlafen?
Na, du mit Tobi.
Wer erzählt denn sowas?
Keine Ahnung. Da habe ich wahrscheinlich nur irgendwas falsch verstanden.
Wer erzählt das?
Hey, bevor da jetzt irgendwelche Missverständnisse aufkommen, gehe ich halt dem nochmal nach. Ich recherchiere das nochmal.
I mean, you don't need to do research because I'm telling you it's not true.
Meinst du, man kann mit dem befreundet sein?
Warum denn nicht? Solange sie nichts wollen von mir.
I guess that's a start.
Und was wäre, wenn sich einer von denen in dich verliebt?
Telling on yourself, Toby.
Dann hätte ich definitiv ein Riesenproblem damit. Ich meine, ich könnte es ja nicht erwidern. Nachher erzählen sie dir noch, dass du es ja selbst noch nicht weißt. Ich hätte eh nicht gedacht, dass die schwul sind. Sehen gar nicht so aus.
I don't know. Conrad, you clocked it pretty quick.
Just don't think he has much of a gaydar.
And yet he seems so knowledgeable about everything else.
Yeah.
No, I'm being mean. I actually think that Shorshi is I think he'll be a reasonable ally unless the movie decides to make him a total prick.
Yeah, I think he's going to be surprised.
Well, yeah, because he clearly thinks that you can look at someone and know that they're gay, and his best friend is right there.
Yeah, jumping on him with a semi and then suggesting that they masturbate together.
It's like the signs were all there, I just never picked up on them.
Josie!
I love it because this is such an obvious intimidation factor. Like, they're doing it to undermine them so that they can win the trophy. They don't actually care.
No. I don't know about antagonizing people that way, though, because they're clearly... We're still at the stage where people feel threatened. Whoops.
So this coach is clearly comedic relief for this movie. Or maybe this is a meet cute.
I don't know. This woman's sick of him already.
Ooh. Okay, that's not funny. He's actually seriously injured.
Wenn die so rudern, wie sie Fahrrad fahren, kein Wunder. Haben Sie mal ein Taschentuch?
Hol jetzt. Hol nicht. Ich übernehme das.
Gentleman without a handkerchief?
Geben Sie her.
Who are you?
Aber die Burschen, die fahren nicht schlecht.
Wie war denn der Sex mit mir? Erzähl mal.
Entschuldigung, ich weiß, das ist blöd.
Zumindest siehst du das so ähnlich wie ich. Was bringt dich denn dazu, sowas rumzuerzählen? Hast du das nötig? Kannst du mal einen Text machen?
Ja. Zufälligerweise würde ich total gerne mit dir schlafen.
Oh, dude,
Wenn ich was
no.
anstellen soll. Kannst du dir vorstellen, dass ein Typ, der normalerweise...
Here's the funny thing, though. Do you feel like Toby has been presented as a confident character? Because he's also supposed to be the team captain or the person that all the other players rally around. I don't get that impression from him.
No, I get that from his friend.
Yeah. It's peculiar. It's like the narrative is trying to convince us that he is very confident and a leader, and I'm like, he seems like a bit of a follower.
Well, he did initiate masturbation.
The important stuff.
Okay, she's fine with that.
Right,
That's all good.
yes. I accept your non-apology and explanation.
Hier ist einer. Hallo. Ich hab da noch was für Sie, weil es mir so leid tut.
Well, that should be interesting. What's his peace offering? Guesses?
Booze?
Oh,
Flowers. Where do we think he even got those from?
I think he picked them.
Oder ein Kiwi für die Blärmerl.
Du Hansi, was ist denn jetzt?
Geh weiter, Schorschi. Sei so nett. Frag du die Buben noch nach Wasen.
This music cue, though.
Oh my goodness. It's the Muppets with Manamana.
Okay, so they're gonna prank this kid because he's gently homophobic.
What's he gonna see? Some full-on horror.
Hast du mich erschreckt? Sind die für mich? Ich bin der Olli.
Oh, come
Ew,
on.
come on. Not appropriate.
Ja, dann schaust du am besten drüben im Küchenzelt nach.
Unless this is the prank and every single boy he sees. Oh, okay. I thought they were all going to be like fake masturbating.
Hey, Schorschi, du bist. Was willst du gleich nochmal?
Oh.
Küchenzelt. Schon wieder komisch mit diesen Ausklappseiten, ne?
This
Yeah,
is such a choice.
He's just walking into queer hell. What's it going to be this time?
Na, suchst du noch immer deine Vase? Werd schon irgendwas für dich finden.
What's somebody doing with a cucumber?
You don't want to know. I mean, obviously that's the joke.
Die sind doch völlig krank, oder?
Hi. Ich hab so einen Knast.
Toby's like, ooh, how do gay people eat? Like, pretty sure the exact same way.
He's following the yellow brick road.
Das ist wirklich die absolute Klischeeschwester. Achte mal auf deine gebrochenen Handgelenke.
Muss das jetzt sein? Jeder ist, wie er ist, oder?
So war das ja nicht gemeint. Aber du benimmst dich manchmal echt wie ein Mädchen.
Ooh,
Ah, some queer on queer hatred. Yay.
yay. Some self-loathing in camp.
Mhm.
Ich gebe ihm noch einen Tag. Naja, höchstens 2. Ey, der hat so ein Teil in der Hose. Ende der Woche fahre ich die Ernte ein.
Ah, you guessed right.
Na und? Ich habe bis jetzt noch jede Hete geknackt. Werde ich so ein kleines bayerisches Schweinchen auch noch schaffen.
Oh, gosh.
Heten kneten.
Sag mal, ist das irgendwie
There we go. Just what we were talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Leo, pass mal auf, ich mach nicht so viel, ich mich schämen muss, ja?
Der Junge ist nicht schwul. Also was soll das Angegrabe?
Stehst du selbst auf den oder was ist dein Problem?
Mir geht dieses ständige Gelaber über Sex auf den Keks, verstehst du? Gibt's in deinem Leben nichts anderes?
Doch, mein Fitness?
Solange wir so abgehen wie Malte, denkt jeder, dass Schwule so sind.
Klischee, ole.
Unser Boot zum Beispiel. Ich meine, warum muss es Petit Etoile heißen? Es könnte doch auch Champion oder was weiß ich, Eiffelturm heißen.
Das wäre dann aber wieder falsch.
Ach komm, du weißt ganz genau.
I was thinking, oh, those are both very phallic names.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm changing my mind. So the guy who was protesting that everything is too much about sex, That's the love interest.
Ah, ding, ding, ding.
I do like this approach though, because it means that we get to have a broader depiction of queer character types, right? Like, so we've got the limp-wristed kid, we've got the one who's only interested in sleeping with straight men and working out. Like, it just gives us a bit more diversity than only having a token queer character.
Yeah. I mean, it's a bunch of stereotypes, or types.
Right.
But at least it's a range.
Yeah. Apparently they're afraid of cows.
Morgen.
Morgen. Wollt ihr rein?
Gerne.
Ja, klar. Bin gleich fertig.
Ist das schon länger? Bringt Glück. Habe ich geschenkt bekommen. Ist nach so einem alten Indio-Muster.
Oh, friendship bracelets. I remember those.
Mm-hmm. But also tellingly, plans are changing and now he's leaving.
Und was mit unserem Interrail?
Das können wir nächstes Jahr machen, okay?
I wanted to go on a special vacation with you.
There's got to be a point where you realize that you're barking up the wrong tree.
I don't know. I went to prom with a girl who was convinced that we were going to be dating, and I was just like, why did you ever have that impression? What did I do to make you think that? And I don't know. I think when you want to be oblivious, you can, if you like someone.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I mean, in the same way that Toby is trying to make this happen with his friend, you're just like, dude, he literally told you he would not be interested and would not reciprocate.
Yeah. In fact, would have an issue with it.
Tobi, ich habe das Gefühl, dass du ein bisschen stinkig auf mich bist.
Wie meinst du das?
Du und Achim, es hat doch wie sehr mäßig
Achim.
Und ich bin die Böse, die beiden auseinanderbringt.
We're like, what, 40 minutes into the movie, we figured out this character name.
Schwingt nicht ein Unterton mit?
Yes, you do.
Yes, very much so.
Tobi, wenn du ein Problem hast, dann sag's mir doch einfach.
Wenn du es für dich behältst?
No, don't confide in her.
Kann die Klappe halten.
Okay. Ja, es hat wirklich was mit dir und Achim zu tun.
Oh no, don't lie.
Den ganzen Tag ein Ohr wegen dir ab.
He's gonna lie and say something about breasts? Oh, okay. Maybe not.
Oh.
Come on, man.
That's
Not
just
cool.
mean.
I mean, he knows right away that that was a shitty thing to do. Also, there's something deeply sexual about how they keep spitting on each other. Boys, that's a fetish. Gotta say, not as much rowing as I was expecting in this movie.
No.
I feel like at some point we're going to have to really care about the trophy, and we're not going to care about the trophy.
Wollen wir?
Nee, lass mal.
It's a regular thing?
I guess so. Here, let me just scooch closer. Inappropriately close. Oh no. Oh no.
No.
No,
No.
no. Don't do it.
No. No. There aren't animated sparks. Stop. Stop, 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 stop.
I mean, someone's either going to see him or he's. Oh.
Yeah.
Das überfordert mich echt total.
Wichsen im Boothaus ist okay. Aber ein kleiner Kuss ist gleich eine Riesenkatastrophe. Da soll sich irgendwer auskennen.
Oh.
Hi, guys.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I was going to say, maybe just take a plunge for a moment. Collect yourself.
Music's nice.
This is very pretty.
Feels like the first moment in the movie there's been a score rather than a soundtrack.
Really helped the moment to play well.
Yeah, I like it.
There we go. Love interest.
So ein Macho-Trampel, echt. Es ist kalt.
Servus zusammen.
Hey. Ganz schön sportlich. Bin beeindruckt. Gehst du schon?
Wir sind mitten im Training. Ich bin eh schon zu spät. Also.
Dein Freund hat es auch ziemlich eilig gehabt, oder?
Habt ihr euch gezofft oder was?
Yeah, the sun
Come on,
guy is
let's
definitely the love interest.
Also, stop pretending like he didn't hear.
Bleib doch noch. Ich würde mich echt freuen.
Yeah.
Komm schon, Weißwurst. Hast du Lust auf ein Wettschwimmen?
Oh, they're terrible swimmers.
So how can you tell? Too much splashing?
Just bad arm control.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna get in trouble for this, isn't he?
Yeah, he's basically just completely ditched his camp.
I mean, it's good for him to spend a little bit of time among his own folks.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's the opposite of subtle.
Oh, we're toweling each other now.
The escalation, so fast.
Are we incapable of toweling ourselves when we're queer?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
We lack the ability to turn it inwards, so we can only go out.
Oh, is he fallen asleep in the sun?
Or he's already sunburned?
I think he is. Ouch. Is it going to be a cream rubbing moment? It's a beautiful thing all over again. Peppermint foot cream, here we come.
If we've learned anything from this project, Conrad, it is that you should always have cream available so that you can touch someone you like.
Yes. I've got it on my tote bag all the time now. Are we going to have the same gag with the I can't turn over so you can do the other side?
Maybe. This movie's pretty good at acknowledging that teen boys get a lot of boners. It's meant to be sexy, but I'm still just a little creeped out by how forward this guy is.
It's a bit full on, isn't it?
I think it's just because I don't really feel like Toby knows what he's doing. I just don't want him to regret this.
Oh.
The shorts are off.
They are. Oh my.
I'm looking at you with like, ooh. Oh, yep. And now that moment of realization. What have I done? I regret my choice. This is literally what I did the first time I made out with a man, actually. I had like a complete emotional breakdown. I had no idea how to feel.
Oh no. Were you running through undergrowth?
No, unfortunately, I ended up having to sleep over because it was like a really late night drunken hookup after the bar. So all the public transit had closed. So I had to wait to get out of there because I was not actually interested in this person. It was just a random hookup and I regretted it. What the?
It just stumbled upon random women in the rushes.
This doesn't seem real, does it?
No. Seems highly unlikely.
Brauchst keine Angst haben. Ich bin ganz vorsichtig.
Oh boy, double the sex in one day.
He's a teenager.
This is true, yeah. Just give him 5 minutes, he'll be fine. You know what? Actually, this might work out better because he'll last longer because he just went.
So true. I think he definitely will.
Oh, the sunburn, right.
That's kicked in at last. Wasn't bothering him with the guy. I bet when Toby woke up this morning, he didn't think he'd lose his virginity twice.
Right? It's actually probably bad of us to default assume that he's only gay. He could actually be bisexual. We have no idea.
Yeah, this is true. There is a lot of bi erasure.
There is. I think part of it is that movies often do it that way, though, right? Like, there's no suggestion that anyone could ever be bisexual. It's just like, oh, well, he's clearly gay.
Which is one of the reasons why I enjoyed Heartstopper, is it was a bi coming out story.
Mm-hmm.
Ich bin verliebt.
Well, at least this isn't going any further.
He's not talking about Pierre guy, is he?
Doch.
No.
Aber nicht Sandra.
I mean, girl, figure it out.
Das glaube ich nicht.
The wheels are turning. The wheels are turning. Ding! Oh, I'm being so glib, and it's actually like a nice moment. I apologize.
Yeah. Will she be an ally? A lot of women are put in that position, aren't they, where they end up having to be the ally.
Right. Or counselors, you know.
Yeah.
I'll confess, that scene was so perplexing. He just comes across his girlfriend in the middle of the reeds, and she's been waiting there for him for how long? But the payoff was actually really good.
The payoff was good, yeah. The likelihood that he would stumble upon her in the reeds is very low. Unless she saw him having sex with a guy on the pier and thought, okay, I'll just go 150 yards this way.
I'll just set up a picnic here. He'll be done in a minute.
Schwach finde ich das mit dem Training, Tobi. Echt schwach.
Weak? He went missing for a whole day.
Mm-hmm. I love that no one was concerned about him, perhaps.
Zusammenreißen, ums Zusammenhalten, die anderen, ums Team. Den Sport und deine Einstellung. Darum geht's.
This coach sucks. I hate him.
Isn't he responsible for their well-being?
Right, yeah. Hey, double checking because you were absent for a whole day. Are you okay? Oh, right. I forgot that we torpedoed the other couple's relationship.
Yeah, what an asshole. What's this guy's name?
Right.
Does he know his name?
Right, to be known only as love interest.
Kommt nicht ganz so heiß ist. Prost. Prost. Dass es in weiter auch noch geht. Schon irgendwie beruhigend, oder?
They're probably like 40.
Yeah, totally past it, Joe.
These teenagers who have no concept of age.
Wie echte Entdecker kochen. Das Ei des Kolumbus. Versuch das mal aufzustellen.
Nee, nicht jetzt.
Mach mal.
Nein.
Weißt du, wie es geht? Guck mal so.
He really
Super
is a bit
cool.
of a jerk.
I love that he's fine and she's absolutely shattered. Like, I don't even know what to do with you. You're acting like everything's normal. You came out to me 20 minutes ago in the reeds.
I don't understand his behavior at the moment.
I think he's overcompensating. See, this is more equivalent to what they were using to describe him earlier, right? Where he's like a leader, he's boastful, and all this kind of stuff. This seems more like the kind of behavior I would have expected.
Ich bin froh, dass es nicht an mir liegt, dass es so ist, wie es ist. Und ich muss das ja dann wohl auch so akzeptieren, wenn du einen Jungen liebst. Da kann ich nicht mit konkurrieren. Aber wenn du jetzt glaubst, immer weiter auf Pausenclown machen zu müssen, dann kann ich nur sagen, du tust mir leid.
Anke.
Willst du dich und alle anderen immer weiter belügen?
I like this. Give it to him. He's acting like a dick.
always with the guitar song for the thoughtful moment.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Song choice is a little heavy-handed.
Dein Vater ist wahrscheinlich so ein Macker-Typ, ne? So ein erfolgreicher. Wahrscheinlich mit einer Menge Kohle und du stehst voll in seinem Schatten.
Also das stimmt jetzt 100 Pro. Der kriegt den eh nie rum. Du würdest dich wundern, wenn Malte schon das rumgekriegt hat. Er ist der festen Überzeugung, dass es genügend Täten gibt, die nur darauf warten, dass man sich ihrer annimmt. Besser wie als nie.
There we go. Some acknowledgement.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it was positive, though.
No. There's definitely some, I don't want to say problematic, because I don't think anything is particularly awful in this movie, but there's definitely some complicated depictions of queer people.
Yeah, slightly dated, maybe.
Yeah.
Although the director has said this is kind of autobiographical.
Okay. I could see that. Like, Toby is just not ready for any of this.
No, it's a bit much, isn't it? They haven't even had a conversation, have they, really?
Yeah.
Just a bit of creaming.
Was denn dann?
This isn't gonna work.
No.
Was hältst du zum Beispiel davon?
He's gonna get punched out, I think.
Yeah.
Or not? That was comically reactive.
Yeah. I've heard of gay panic before, not complete out-and-out hysteria.
Mm-hmm. Gonna have a conversation about that at some point.
It's like a Merchant Ivory movie at the moment.
Definitely feel like this movie is juggling a few too many subplots.
Gibt's da nicht Ketchup?
Bei uns gibt's kein Ketchup.
Gib mir mal bitte so eine von den schwulen Soßen da. Mach einfach so die Soße da.
Everybody just stops.
Pass auf, ich gebe dir die schwule Soße und du gibst mir die schwulen Maiskolben.
Bei uns im Lager ist der Schorschi auch nicht. Ich warte jetzt mal länger. Der Bub ist jetzt über 2 Stunden weg und es kommt da Unwetter. Und wenn der Schorschi im
Toby was gone for a whole day banging somebody on the pier you didn't notice.
Mm-hmm. But this time we heard a comical scream, so we know that he's in trouble.
Oh, well, I mean, there was a fair amount of groaning down by the pier, but...
Yes, has anyone checked the pier to see if maybe he's having sex? Also, meanwhile, like, those other two are just off having sex in a tent. Does anyone notice that they're absent? This movie is wildly inconsistent with who gets noticed and who doesn't. Or maybe it's commentary, Conrad. Maybe it's that, oh, when the queer people disappear, nobody notices.
Possibly, yeah.
Schorsch? Schwul oder nicht schwul?
This is a ridiculous character, and I feel like the movie mostly knows it.
Yeah, it does. I'm not sure the violent homophobe is a good character to turn into the comic foil.
It's true. Oh, we finally notice that Akam is not here.
Sag mal, spinnt ihr eigentlich alle?
No.
Achim liegt da irgendwo
Time
im
for the
Wald
big
unter dem Baum
breakdown.
mit einem verstauchten Bein oder was weiß ich. Und ihr denkt nur an euer beschissenes Fressen.
Quatsch, die Vögel. Gib's zu! Du bist eifersüchtig. Und zwar auf die Kleine, nicht auf Achim.
Oh.
Was laberst du überhaupt für einen Scheiß? Dein Kumpel steht auf Typen. Ach ja? Langsam,
Bye. Here we go.
Und damit hören wir jetzt mal alle auf und beruhigen uns wieder, ja? Komm, Tobi, wir gehen mal einen kleinen Spaziergang machen, ein bisschen auslüften.
Ich bin nicht schwul! Oh!
Oh dear.
Oh, this is just getting messy. As the storm builds in intensity, so do the emotions.
Of course, pathetic fallacy. This is the summer storm, you see, Joe.
Verdammt doch mal, halt doch mal deine schwulenfeindlichen Polos von meinen Jungs weg!
Schwulenfeindlich? Was habt ihr bis jetzt davor mit jetzt?
Scheiße!
Muss denn immer alles auf schwul reduziert werden?
This poor guy does not know what movie he's in.
I'm in a sports movie about winning a trophy. I didn't come here to deal with all this homophobia. Also, there's nothing hot about having sex in the woods. Okay, no, there is, but
in a storm,
the way that this is being presented like a softcore late night movie, it doesn't look like this, folks. It's very much, is that a rock under my back, or are you happy to see me?
Oh.
Suppose we had to give the straight something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about this cross-cutting.
Yeah, it's trying to say that his heartbreak is about, or his turmoil is about one particular thing, and I don't think it is at this moment.
Yeah, I mean, whether or not Toby actually understands it, I definitely do think that he's grieving the loss of the person that he loves. But yeah, I mean, we just had him blow up on the guy that he fucked on the pier, screaming, "I'm not gay."
I think that's what it's about, not his best friend.
It should be, but
yeah.
This is quite the Summerstorm. Oh!
Oh my. Has he been separated from the rest of his team?
Mm-hmm. Even Mother Nature knows he's different.
The film is a bit clunky and heavy-handed when it comes to its visual metaphors.
Yeah. Not too surprising. We like to do a lot of metaphors in teen films.
Suchst du euch ein Zimmer?
Oh no. Who's going to want to bunk down with Toby?
Nobody, I shouldn't think. It's hardly popular at the moment. Just walk out into the woods and never come back.
Was soll das denn werden?
Ich hab nix fertig. Ich schlaf hier.
Ah, du schläfst hier.
Fight, 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 fight.
Was wär's denn überhaupt für Manöver? Ich kenne dich gar nicht mehr wieder. Ich will mir das mit Sandra von dir nicht kaputt machen lassen.
Du hast doch gesagt, dass uns nichts auseinanderbringen kann.
Ach, jetzt bin ich auch noch schuld daran. Vielleicht kapierst du mal, dass es nicht immer nur um dich geht.
Wir sind doch ein Team, Achim.
Nee. Wir sind kein Team mehr. Auch keine besten Freunde.
Boy, it only takes one day to break up a friendship.
Sollt ihr noch woanders schlafen?
Jetzt geh!
Oh, come on.
I mean, hey, Toby, maybe you could acknowledge the role that you played in some of this, because you're not innocent.
Yeah, and surely at this point you must know what the situation is that you've gotten yourself into. You know, you can't imagine he's going to reject his girlfriend at this point. Oh, I think we're going to get another visual metaphor.
Nobody notices the boy sitting under the shower, fully clothed. Oh, just having a breakdown.
Yeah. Look, it looks like I'm crying all the time. What happened to his arm?
So when Toby pushed him, he hurt his arm.
Did he? Oh, nasty. There'll be a man down on their rowing team.
Mm-hmm. It's a good way to guarantee you get that trophy, though.
Wie war das eigentlich bei dir?
Einfach was nicht. Aber danach ist es besser.
No, it pretty much never gets easier.
It's easier in certain ways and stays the same in others.
Well, this is the thing in all of these coming out narratives. They never acknowledge that it's not a single thing that you do once, unless you're a celebrity.
Yes.
I suppose it's different for kids now because they can just come out on Instagram and that pretty much hits everybody in one go, but still.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm sure you've had the experience where even when you start a new job or meet somebody,
every social interaction that you have.
Yeah. Just a constant coming out process unless you decide you don't want to give of yourself.
Yeah. Are we creaming again?
I think we're checking on the status of the sunburn.
Oh, that does not look good.
Mm-mm. I know that still hurts.
What about here? Oh, we're tastefully fading out.
That was quite awkward. Okay.
Is it his turn to be jealous now?
Maybe. I mean, she's the real character who's had a terrible experience.
Yeah. But as always, completely unacknowledged. Oh, and the buoy's sad as well.
Mm-hmm. I mean, who's looking out for the buoy?
Oh.
It's like a greatest hits package.
Yeah. It's like the ending of Before Sunrise, where you get to see all the places that they've been before, suddenly devoid of meaning without them. There's the pier where we had a screw earlier.
Yeah. Now a new day has dawned.
Yes. He's a queer with a view.
I was like, we could end the movie at any moment. I have no idea how much further we're going to go.
Well, we've got to have a competition. You've forgotten the trophy, Joe.
I don't care about the trophy. I warned this movie 70 minutes ago. I don't care about the trophy.
Wir müssen sowieso überlegen, wie wir das machen heute mit dem Wettkampf. Jetzt, wo das eine Boot kaputt ist. Ich glaube, ihr seid einverstanden, wenn die Buben mit dem Boot fahren, oder? Tut mir leid, Madel.
Naja.
Oh.
No, it's true.
To her summer. This is great.
I love that this movie just really said, you know what? Screw the girls. There was that whole other team of girls. We don't care about them. Girls racing. We don't care about them. No.
Oh, come on.
No, that's inappropriate. Very confusing for her.
Was ist denn los? Darf ich jetzt keine Frau mehr küssen? Nur weil ich schwul bin? Ja, krass.
Legit confused right now. Are we supposed to be excited that he managed to say that out loud?
I think that was supposed to be a wonderful, inspiring moment.
Conrad, that moment did not work for me at all.
No, I was just angry at him. Do you have to wear really tight outfits when you're rowing?
I think it's about aerodynamics or something.
Okay.
But yes, they are incredibly revealing. Just so much dick.
Ich glaube, ich weiß da was.
Or what, they gave Toby up because he's queer, so they were like, you can go with the queer boat.
No, they've put the homophobe in the queer boat.
All right, you know what? I accept. Oh, he's got a new boyfriend now.
Oh, good grief. Him and
What is-
Piers, honestly.
What is happening?
Are we on the edge of our seats, Joe?
Who do you think will win?
With the karaoke version of Go West on the soundtrack.
It is a choice. You know, this movie had me fully for like 50% of the runtime, and the back half has just kind of fallen off a cliff, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Interestingly, it is 50-50 on Rotten Tomatoes. Who wins?
Photo finish. Oh, okay. It's like the end of Bring It On, when the team that deserves to win the most still wins.
Der diesjährige Pokal der Junioren A-Ruderer an den Ruderclub Lehrschlag aus Berlin unter den Schlagmann Walter Peters.
He's still not proud.
Oh, look, the ladies. The ladies are still here, Conrad.
Ich wollte dich fragen, ob du damit klarkommst. Weil du hast doch mal gesagt, dass du damit definitiv ein Riesenproblem hättest.
He said it would be a problem if you liked him.
Für mich ist es echt schwierig. Ich wollte nur sagen, das ist Michelle. Ich hab doch den Jürgen gewürgt.
Oh, what? Why?
Like, this is turning into a weird American Pie finale.
It is, yeah.
See, they'll be fine after all of this. Oh boy. Messy, messy, messy.
There's more.
Honestly, like, know when to end your movie.
And now his home life.
And now for part 2.
Smile roll credits. Yeah. It's all
Why?
gonna be fine.
Some creative decisions are just genuinely so perplexing. I have no idea what filmmakers are thinking. Like, what does that final moment tell us?
Yeah, I really don't know.
I guess it's supposed to connote, okay, he knows who he is now and he's ready to sort of move on with his life, but he feels okay about it. But
Yeah, the person he has a secret crush on feels awkward, but doesn't hate him completely, so
right.
It's all good.
Sure, yeah.
And the person that he lost his virginity with on a pier has just moved on to another person on the pier.
Yes. Which,
So
you know,
that
does great things for queer stereotypes.
Yeah. It does. I mean, he was just an aggressive deflowerer that just bounces from one person to another without
Honestly.
ever having even the semblance of a conversation with them beyond applying lotion of some kind.
Well, and the funny thing is that he was the one who was protesting that the more aggressive straight chaser guy was making everything sexual, and then he basically acted like a kind of predatory gay. He saw this baby duckling queer took advantage of him on the pier and then is already eyeing up the next guy by the end of the film.
Without ever showing any kind of substance whatsoever.
No. I mean, did we learn that character's name?
I don't think so.
I'm sure we did at some point and we just missed it, but it was like, ooh, not good.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I have sort of happy memories of discovering it, but I think it was from a time when there was just such a paucity of queer media, of stories to watch, that, you know, anything, you know, any scrap that you could find was welcomed. But looking back at it now that we have so much more post 2004, it doesn't hold up well.
No, it does feel a little bit confused in terms of what it's trying to accomplish. There's way too many characters, way too many subplots, and the tone gets really wonky in that back half. Like, I just legitimately, I knew what I was supposed to feel about a bunch of these storylines, and it didn't land for me. All right, well, that's unfortunate, but I wonder, do you have a recommendation for Tip of the Shade, the most ridiculous or memorable aspect of this film?
I'm continuously baffled by the use of creams to initiate some kind of physical contact. It's becoming, it's either that or bubble bath. It's becoming quite a common theme.
Indeed. I kind of love it because I think it's so silly, and the fact that it keeps coming up just tells me there was something in the water.
Literally in some cases. But yeah, this is not an experience that I've ever had, so...
Absolutely not, but I love this for our characters.
Yeah, me too. Got to get that cream in my tote bag and yeah, be ready.
I think mine was the use of, what was it, the Muppets song?
Manamana, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at least it was a comedic moment in the film, so I appreciated that the film at least understood that part, but it was just so unexpected. If you wanted to take it to the negative place, I would say the use of the karaoke Go West version, because that was just so facile to me.
Yeah, the comedy scene, I'm not sure how I feel about that either, because it's just a bunch of people making somebody who's clearly homophobic very uncomfortable. I don't think that's ever wise.
Yeah. Well, I wonder, is that your lip service moment, a facile treatment of a serious issue?
I think it is, isn't it? I think you wanted to pause at the time because it was always treated as though it was a comedy beat, that his discomfort and that his violent discomfort with homosexuality was in some way just funny. I mean, I guess they thought that was progress at the time, that he's a figure of ridicule for the way that he feels, but I'm not sure that's really going to help the situation.
Well, I think it's especially challenging in a film like this, where we're trying to make some relatively serious commentary about this boy coming out and how he faces the homophobia on the sports team, but then we're also intermixing like really ridiculous, silly moments of comedy. So to me, it's like, that's a really serious issue that you're rendering ridiculous by way of this character, but it's hard to get a feel for it. Is it meant to be funny, or is it like, oh, we're making a serious thing palatable because it's offensive?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's the latter.
So mine probably seems a little bit slight comparatively, but the running joke about the guy who kept nearly weighing too much.
50,6. Ich hab's gewusst. Genau die Bootslänge, die uns gefehlt hat. 50 brauche ich laut Wettkampfregeln, sonst werden wir disqualifiziert.
Ich habe einen Plan.
Wir setzen Flasche auf Diät. Und vom Wettkampf trinkt einfach 2 Liter.
Ja, und dann?
Wird er vom Kampfrichter gewogen? 50 Kilo. Mindestgewicht.
Das bringt doch dann auch nichts.
Ja, dann muss er abpissen. Und schon sind wir 2 Kilo leicht.
Ich doch gesagt.
50,1.
Scheiße!
Was?
Fertig. Ich hab's Pinkel vergessen.
Life is peaceful around me in the open air.
I recognize it's very much a thing within certain types of sports. Like I was a wrestler in high school, and if your weight was too over, you would be bumped up a weight class and it would completely change your approach. So I get it, but particularly talking about weight in queer movies about teenage boys, I feel like it's a little bit tone deaf just because there is issues with like male eating disorders that are often unacknowledged. So I didn't like that, but that's a very 2023 kind of lens.
It is, yeah, 20 years ago. I mean, we're still not really great in terms of recognition and understanding of all the various different types of eating disorder that we have and how much worse social media has made them.
Yes.
So, yeah, very much a 2003 thing, I think.
All right. Well, let's end on a high. What's your Chili Pepper Award? Is it naturally going to be the cream on the pier?
It's got to be creaming on the beer, hasn't it? It was quite surprising. I do remember it from the first time I saw it. I do remember enjoying that particular section of it. But I look at it now and just think, this is too much, too fast.
It is.
It really is. No consent was achieved.
No, I mean, both characters were clearly fine with it, although the way that Toby reacts afterwards suggests that he definitely got in over his head. I think for me, it's the same scene, but yeah, I don't know. It's always amusing to me when these movies have kind of one moment of intimacy. I actually more preferred when they got back together after the storm in the hostel because it felt like a moment where they were both more aware of what they were doing. It felt less icky.
Yes, and more genuinely intimate rather than just the satisfaction of an immediate need.
Right. Yeah. Just go to the row house and rub one out.
Okay. Well, that was fun. Probably the worst one we've seen so far, I would say.
It's in the bottom for sure. Maybe not the absolute worst, but yeah, I'm still waiting for the high highs. I'm hoping to find one of these movies where we're both really on board with it.
Oh well, maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Until then.